Well, hello and happy Valentine's Day. I hope your day has started on the right foot. Today is February 14, Valentine's Day. And before we start painting, I just want to share with you some points about the paints. First of all, thanks for joining me in this class. And I want to tell you that all the paints that I recommended are safe for to use on your face and your body. They wash off really easily. Like if you just jump in the shower, they wash off right off with soap and water. Just one important thing is if you are going to work or to school tomorrow, do not use the dark colors on your face, like the blue or the green, because they will leave a little bit of a stain on your skin, depending on how long you leave it on. If that happens, then just use some makeup remover, an oil base makeup remover, some olive oil, some lotion, anything that's oil in it. Scrub it off for a few times and you'll be good to go. Your paints, once we are done with the class or you are done painting yourself, you can just let air dry your paints. Do not put the lid on until you see them all dry. And also your brushes, just wash them with soap and water. Squeeze the excess water once you wash them and just let them dry flat on a towel. Then you can store them away. What else? I wanted to tell you today's class or your body painting session is about relaxation and enjoying this activity, which is a lot of fun. You're going to discover that you're going to like it a lot. I've been a makeup artist for more than 10 years, and body painting is one of my favorite things to do. Sadly, there's the market for body painting is not that broad, so I don't get to do it as often as I would like. But the ones that I have done, the paints, the bodies I have painted, I'm going to tell you, it's like your imagination just runs wild, and you have a large canvas like the body. The skin is easy to paint. It's easy to wash off, and you can paint your face, paint your arms, paint your legs, your feet. You can start with your feet and then go from there. Another thing I want to tell you is that be comfortable. If you have a fireplace at home, turn it on, put some blankets on the floor, sit on the floor, put a heater on if you don't have a fireplace. Start with your robe on. You can wear, I'm wearing a tube top. You can wear a bikini top. You can wear a tank top. You can be in your shorts. You can be in your sexy lingerie. It's up to you. It's as you can be as covered as you want. You can be as exposed as you want. And if you are cold, like I said, you can start with your robe on, and then once you start ready to paint, you have your fireplace on or your heater. You can, start undressing little by little. Maybe that's another idea. Also, I want you to, one tip is have some wine beside you, like have some strawberries, some little snacks that are easy to eat. You can feed each other and then paint each other. Like I said, make it as romantic as you can. And these little things, I think, add to the atmosphere. Another thing I want to tell you is that do it in the dark. Maybe put some candles on and then turn all the lights off and just leave your UV light. I have this one that is like a flashlight, and turn all your lights off and just leave this one on. You can set it up somewhere where it's pointing at you. You can paint yourself first and then start pointing this light at each other, depending on what kind of light you purchased or you have. Maybe you have a bulb that you know put it on the ceiling. Maybe you have a lamp. Um, but my recommendation is turn all the lights off, have a few candles, and have this one on as you start painting, because it's so much fun seeing uh, the painting happening and the effect that this UV has on the paints. It's so cool. I'm going to show you at the end. I'm going to turn my light off once we are painted. I'm going to turn my light off and put the UV light, and you'll see what happens. So you're going to understand why I'm saying do it in the dark. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to share before we start. And I'm gonna take this cover. I'm gonna take my glasses off because I can see better. Um, I have a tube top on. So, and I'm just gonna take this cover off. I'm in the basement, so it's a little chilly down here. But we can start now. Besides your paints and your brushes, I need you to have like a little container where you can put some water, maybe a little plastic cup or a little dish where you can dip your brushes in, and maybe have two. The water does get a little, full of paint really quickly. So then one for each of you is a good idea. If not, that's okay. You can go get up, change the water, get some clean water. So I have some water here, and what I do is I dip my brush in water so you can see it's totally wet. And I have this is a pink shade. I'm going to start using this one. And I just try to make a mix. This is almost like the watercolors. I don't know you remember ever using those Crayola water paints. It's almost like that. Those ones are, I think, not for the body, right? But this one's is that they have almost the same consistency. And the paste you want to make is not too runny, right? So we don't want it to be dripping all over, but something that holds on. So maybe a little wet, but not too liquidy. So once you have this consistency in your brush, then you can start applying. And I think I'm gonna start drawing a heart. I'm gonna start drawing a heart. And pardon me, my mirror is up high here, so I'm gonna be looking over there. I'm gonna paint a heart. And let me move my screen a little bit down so you can see. Yeah. So I'm gonna do almost like a question mark. Oh, that's one side of the heart. And then I'm gonna do the other side, the same thing. It's hard to paint yourself. Don't mind my drawings. It's hard to paint oneself looking in the mirror, but that's the idea. Once you're painting each other, it's easier. And then just fill it in. And that's how you draw a heart. Let me just close it up a little bit here, give it a little bit more, not so curvy, a little bit more straight. There is a heart. And bear with me because under this light, the paint doesn't glow. But I say once we turn the lights off and I put the UV light on over the paints, you're going to see the magic happening. Okay, so I'm going to keep using this pink colors. Of course, if you bought a palette, one of the two palettes I recommended, you have more choices there of paint, and use any of it. You know which one they want, the brights, I mean, the most bright of the paints, I'm going to say is the white one. So use it. Use the white, use the pink, use the orange. And now I'm going to do a little bit of wings on the heart. And like I said, don't feel stressed that you have to make a pretty design. You can do lines and circles, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want to paint. This is about having fun. Just think like we are little kids just painting random things on the skin. And you're gonna look, because this is so easy. The brush just glides on the skin. Okay, so I did a little bit of wings on the heart, and just I keep dipping my brush in the water, because these paints, they kind of dry really fast on the container, right? They kind of dry really fast, so you have to keep dipping your brush in water and make the same paste like that. And at the beginning, you may have to dip your brush more than once, because it's brand new. So you may have to keep adding a little bit of water until you have this kind of consistency. Okay, so I'm gonna do some vines coming from the center or over to the shoulders. And I'm just gonna wiggle. Just move the brush. Like, the brush is gonna do the work for you, don't worry. And just just paint. Just use your paint, use your brush. Just let your hand go, whatever. And I'm just gonna do like some in the painting. If you're a painter, you wanna hear me saying some terms like teardrops. This one's we call teardrops stroke. I don't know. But you can also do, let me change the color. And I have a rainbow one. All these paints are the same. I know you have only solid colors on the palettes, but these paints are all the same. Mine are all better than yours. So don't worry. These ones are just make my life easier, because I do paint a lot. So I'm gonna grab the yellow and orange colors just to, change it up a bit. And I use yellow. And the same thing, dip your brush in the water, come over, make a little paste, need more water. So I'm in the basement. My studio is in the basement of my home, and it's quite dry here. So these paints really, you need to make them really wet. Okay, so I'm just gonna add here in the center of the wing, just a little stroke there, and you'll see what the effect is when we turn the lights off. And I'm gonna go over to the side, follow the line of this wiggly line, and of course, the more wet your, like how saturated your brush is, it's gonna make your lines even brighter. I'm gonna do some kind of a necklace. Like, I'm gonna pretend this is my pendant, and I'm gonna do like a chain over my neck. This is just to give you ideas of things you can paint. Like I said, you can make lines, you can write things, you can write love, it's in the air, you can write I love you on a chadar. I'm gonna write something here. Of course, on your screen it's gonna look like backwards. Yeah, because if I write here, it's gonna look backwards on your screen. But anyway, so I just want to show you. You can write things too. Love. And we can do a little heart here. Is that cool? Okay, so I'm gonna change to the orange color. And yellow, orange, and white, I think, are the most bright colors, the ones that stand out the most. I'm just gonna go over this hashtag. You can do hashtag love or hashtag February 14. Hashtag I love you. You can also do I heart you. That's another idea. I can do that here. And then let me look at them. heart, and then a U. I heart you. Oh. Anyways, so I think we can move a little bit onto the face. And the face is the same thing. You can do lines, you can do teardrops, you can do flowers. We can do some flowers actually. Let me do this. I'm gonna do like a half circle on the top of my forehead. This is just to give you ideas. You don't have to do exactly this, you know, when you're painting yourself. You can do splashes of paint. If you make this really, really, really wet, I'm gonna show you. You need to have your brush really wet. Maybe you need a little bit of extra water. So your brush is full, and then you like a toothbrush. You can, you know, comb the bristles with your finger. Let's see what happens here. You know, of course, close your eyes. I'm gonna do it all over my face. I don't care. The purpose is to have paint. Okay, you cannot see it right now, but I have paint on my face. You can do it with your fingers as well. Ooh. You get some paint on your finger. Oh, and you can just wipe. You have a wet towel beside you, or you know, a wet wipe. This is really handy to have beside you. You want to clean your hands, wipe your brush a little bit if it's dripping. Those take the paint off. Anyways, if you get some near your eyes too, I mean, it's not, nothing's going to happen if you get it near your eyes, but wet wipes are a good way to, you know, clean up little spots. Wet towel as well, it works. Okay, so I'm gonna do some lines in here under the eyes, and another one here, and then let me see if I can do a little flower here. Making some petals. I don't know if you guys had a chance to go over my Instagram, Faces by Two, and I did other classes, other recordings, and then I took some photos of how the paint looks on looks with the lights on, and then another photo of how does it look with the lights off. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna put this other color on top. You can layer colors too of the flower. And then I'm gonna do a zigzag line. See, we are not painting anything specific. You can put anything on it. Okay, so now this was the center of my flower, the ones that we talked earlier. I started that part and I didn't finish it. Okay, so I'm gonna dip my brush in water, clean off the yellow and orange. And now I'm gonna use some more pink. Come back to the pink. Get some paste mixed. Okay, so we have that mixed again, the paste. And I'm gonna go and finish the flower here. You can do like little loops, like making U's, upside down U's, or you can do like this, and you follow along the half circle we drew on the top. There it is. Maybe we can do a line here in between. And let's do a heart here on the cheek. We're gonna do a heart. Fill it in. right? You can do, oh, we should have done like an arrow crossing the heart. That will be cool. So I'm just gonna do some spikes coming out of the flower there. What else? I'm gonna do the arrow here anyways. Let me use another color so it doesn't mix in with the pink. So I'm gonna clean my brush and then I'm gonna go, I think, yellow and green. And then I'm gonna do the arrow going across the heart. There, that's cute. I'm gonna do some lines coming out of this flower here. And of course you can do more things on in your back. You can paint your back. You can keep painting your arms, right? Your legs, like I said, if you're sitting on the floor by your heater, by your fireplace, you can start painting your feet. Now that would be tricky if you are a ticklish person. I am very ticklish. Like nobody can touch my feet. I jump, I scream, I run. So maybe we're gonna do like a star here. That's cool. And I'm gonna do like a swirly line here. And then let me do another one here. Okay, let's go back to the neck and chest area. And I'm gonna do some zigzag lines here. Maybe on this other side as well. And you know what? You can use some warm water. The water that you're gonna dip your brush in, make it nice and warm so it doesn't shock you. You're gonna get goosebumps, like, ooh, that's cold. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go in with the blue and green because it's on my body, right? So I'm going back to work tomorrow. Yay! But if I get a little bit of a stain with the blue, it's not gonna show because it's gonna be on my neck. So there you go. You can go that with the blue. That looks so pretty. That's my necklace, kind of. And then I'm gonna go with a little bit more blue. Again, same consistency, right? It is a little wet, but it's not runny. It's not too runny. It's not dripping. So I'm gonna go over. It is dripping a little, but it's okay. So to take it off, I just want to tell you, you can jump in the shower right after this. Well, finish your romantic night, finish your snacks and your wine. Lay down there on the floor a little bit. Once you're ready to go to bed, well, you can go to bed with this paint too. It's just gonna leave a little bit of residue on your sheets, on your bed sheets. But if you want to take it off before going to bed, just jump in the shower together or alone. It's your choice. Jump in the shower and scrub it off of each other. And that's it. That's all. I show you how to paint. I show you how to the consistency of your paint. I show you how easy it is to do this. I wish I could keep painting the rest of my body. So there you have it. I wish you have a nice evening. I want to thank you again for being here with me, for purchasing this class. And if you have a second afterwards, you don't have to do this right now. Follow my page, Faces by Two. Go to my website, facesby2.ca. I do other things. I do parties for kids, I do weddings. Just check it out. I'm gonna put something tip of my nose. And we are going to now turn the lights off. And I'm gonna show you how does this look. I'm gonna, oh, I forgot. I had some glitter that this is supposed to be a glow in the dark. Just gonna put it here on top of the heart. You can do this too. You can use glitter, you can use stickers, right? Just gonna put it here. And let's see this. I've never done this, never tried this before with this glitter. It has little flakes that are supposed to be glow. Are supposed to be yeah, they should glow on the dark, in the dark. So we'll see. Okay, so I did a glitter. You can do this at home too. Buy some, hearts, put your glasses on, get in the mood. Okay, so I'm going to turn the lights off now. And then let's try the UV light on. You see? Oh, I'm too close. This light is too intense. But that is how it looks like. I'm going to turn my screen light intensity down, so I'm totally dark. I'm still here. And, oh, can you see? I cannot see. There. I'm too close. The light is too close. But that's how it's going to look once you turn off the lights and you put your UV light on. It's crazy how bright that is. My arm is extended a little bit because the light, I think, is too intense. But there you have it. And that's why I told you to paint with the lights off, because you can see it happening right at the moment that you're painting. So I want to thank you again. I hope you have fun, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. Bye.